Now, we're moving on to Fred Olsen, and the ship here is very, very special, isn't it? I love this next deal. And remember, you can call in, and of course, you can click on the website and find out more. But I know that our very own Sean Ryan has been on board, and he's been exploring.
Well, one thing's for sure, you'll never be bored on Braemar. She may be just 24 tonnes, but she's got all of the conveniences and facilities you need to have a really great time. So why not just jump in this wonderful bubbling jacuzzi there, or if you're feeling a bit more active, you can have a little swim, or you could even take a yoga or Pilates class in the brand new fitness centre. That's really good, really state-of-the-art actually. Well, Braemar offers a great choice of bars, and one of my favourites is behind me, the Marquee Pool Bar, which has this lovely canopied area allowing all of this gorgeous sunshine to flood in. Now, other bars include the Morning Light pub. That's like having your own local on board and great for socialising with friends, both old and new, of course. If you love panoramic views, then I really recommend the Observatory Lounge with its huge windows, and the grand piano there provides the perfect atmosphere for a pre-dinner drink. Braemar has a variety of restaurants. This one is the Grampian. It's one of the slightly more formal and intimate restaurants. There's also the main Thistle restaurant, but both offer a delectable and delicious 5-course dinner. Now, for those of you that maybe prefer a more relaxed, casual setting, there's Palms Cafe, and that offers like a buffet-style service with no set dining times. Braemar always keeps you entertained during the day and also provides you with great and memorable evening entertainment too. Expect every night to be different with a variety of shows including cabarets, dancing, singing, stand-up comedians, special theme nights too, for example, British night and rock and roll. Braemar offers a wide variety of accommodation to suit all different needs and budgets. You might choose a balcony cabin such as this, or go for an outside or inside. And for solo passengers, special single accommodation is also available, often at really good prices too. All cabins have interactive televisions, a safe tea and coffee making facilities, and they all have a really nice, warm and homely feel. And if you want to order breakfast or light snacks or drinks, then a complimentary cabin service is also available.
So that, of course, is Sean on board the Braemar. This is such a good cruise.
Fantastic, and of course, you know, Fred Olsen have been around now for over 100 years, so they really know what they're doing, and they've got the highest rate of repeat passengers in the industry. That tells you something.
You can see why. Let's find out where we're going, because the itinerary here is wonderful. And, of course, we start off in Southampton.
Yeah, we do, so it's a great chance there for you to leave from the sunny UK. You've got a couple of relaxing days at sea before you hit Lisbon, and this is an amazing chance for you to enjoy the Portuguese capital. In fact, some of the best views are as you sail in on the Tagus River, and you're going to pass places like the Belém Tower, which is the very impressive 15th century marine fortification. You'll also pass the Monument to the Discoverers, and you'll literally head to what I call the city of hills, bright yellow trams and custard tarts. You must try the custard tarts, they are to die for. Head out to the Alfama district, which is the ancient district there, and you get a chance to take in St George's Castle and the amazing views that it offers you. And again, you can take one of the trams. The trams are the way to get around because it's a very hilly city. This is the St Geronimus Monastery where Vasco da Gama's tomb is kept, and you can get along there by taking tram 15 out along towards the Belém Tower, towards the Monument of Discoverers. There's so much to see and do here. Tram 28 that I referred to before is probably the best tour that you can do via a form of public transport in the world. Take it from St George's Castle, it winds down the barrier water, back up the backs here, and you've got these wonderful cobbled streets. You're going to see old women dressed in the traditional Portuguese garb hanging out there washing, and the smell of baking bread, and you'll get the echo of fado, the wonderful mournful Portuguese music echoing around the streets as this ancient yellow streetcar clatters along. It really is a magical experience. You can head out into the coast, head out into the countryside. You can take in places like Sintra. There's a lot of modern art as well to enjoy, or just head to the beach. But it really is a magical city.
And just £40 more for an outside cabin. This is a very special deal.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that outside cabin means you get the views as you're heading in to places like Lisbon, as you're going into down the Tagus River.
So it is the Braemar, Fred Olsen Cruises. You can call right now. What's next?
Yeah, so we've got a relaxing day at sea before we then get to Funchal. This is called the Hanging Basket of the Atlantic, and for good reason. It is a nature lover's, a flower lover's paradise. Beautiful island, a bewitching collection of cobbled streets, quaint museums and buzzing cafes and restaurants. If you like your food like me, go and try espadada, which is the hanging beef, so Moorish, so tender, it melts in the mouth. You've got these wonderful dramatic cliffs, some of the tallest in the world, and this characterises Madeira. This is a very famous island for Winston Churchill, and in fact you can sit in Reed's Palace and have afternoon tea just as it used to be served to him, and look at your ship down in the port. You can also take the cable car up into the botanical gardens, up into the mountains, images you're seeing there, and then hurtle back down in these wicker toboggans pushed by these local men in traditional costume along these streets, and it's an amazing experience. It really, really is.
I bought Madeira cake when I was there, and that was a treat.
Well, Madeira cake's great, and Madeira wine as well.
I tried that as well.
Exactly. The two go hand in hand, Howard, and make for an even more fun experience on the wicker toboggans. But it's a beautiful place, and of course you must look out for the iconic Madeira dragon tree. Now, we're then going to La Palma, and we're now hitting the Canaries. 355 days of sun a year. Santa Cruz is first. This is rolling mountains, this is plunging valleys, sweet-smelling pine forests galore. This is dramatic black sand beaches giving way to these little hidden coves. And you're stepping back in time here. This really is a more traditional experience of the Canaries. The locals call it the Beautiful Isle. And you've got these wonderful, great and grand colonial buildings and sleepy squares that you can experience. Head out to the La Cadera de Tabantenti National Park, which is actually the world's biggest volcanic crater, 28 kilometres wide. It's an incredible experience, and the park sits in the crater. There's over 25 different species of bird that live in this crater as well. You can hurtle over the rugged terrain on a quad bike going past these banana plantations, or you can hike through a tropical rainforest of Los Tillas. OK, then we're going to even further back. This is a very rare island in the Canaries. Most people wouldn't have even heard of this. La Gomera. San Sebastian is the port, and it's literally the Canary Islands stripped bare. It's a great choice for people that love to walk and that love scuba diving as well. You can see plenty of tuna, parrotfish and trumpetfish. And you've got the El Cedro forest you can hike through, and the El Chorro waterfall to look forward to. Look at this. It's magical. Then you're going to Gran Canaria. Now, everyone knows Gran Canaria. We've got an overnight there, and this is golden dunes of sand drenched in year-round sunshine, and these little pretty whitewashed villages. You can take a trip to Bandama crater, which is over 3,000 foot high, one of the few inhabited volcanic craters in the world. You can potentially be Lawrence Arabia and head through the sand dunes on a camel. You can head into Las Palmas as well, the centre where there's these chic boutiques and tempting tapas bars tucked in amongst lovely little architecture. And there's the Christopher Columbus Museum there for history lovers as well. But it's a beautiful chance to enjoy the beach and more.
And then, of course, we move on to Tenerife, a very, very attractive island. Beautiful vegetation.
That's it, yeah, Tenerife. And this is your chance, of course. You're seeing Spain's highest mountain there, Mount Teide. From there, you're then flying back to London. So it's an incredible itinerary. And again, because you're heading out into the Canaries, it's 355 days of sun a year. How we wish the UK was like that, Howard.
Well, we wish for opportunities from Planet Cruise to take us to these warm places.
We do.
And I can tell you, you're travelling on a very, very special ship. We can see the images here. The level of decor, it just exceeds your expectations.
Yeah, and with Fred Olsen, they're smaller ships, they're very personal, you get a really attentive service because they're smaller, because there's fewer people travelling on them. The crew take even more time looking after you.
So all of these images really do capture the Braemar. Let's have a look to see what's included as well. Your flight back to London Gatwick, plus all overseas transfers. Flights also available from Manchester. 9 nights on board. Yes, that price is correct. £579 per person. And of course, overnight on board in Gran Canaria. Let's have a quick look at those excursions. So we're looking at the half-day tour of Lisbon, also shopping tour and delights. Do speak to the operators now. Call 0800 840 1088 or click on the website. First come, first served.
Do you know what's so good about these excursions? When you book them through us, through Planet Cruise as well, Howard, they're up to 60% cheaper than you'll find when you get on board. And also, if you book them ahead before you get on board the ship,
yes,
you take out that worry of getting on board on the first day,
yes,
running around and going to the port showcase, queuing up for to book your tour, and then sometimes they're fully booked. Take all the stress out of it and literally book them beforehand through us, and then when you get on board you can sit back on that first day, have a cocktail and watch the world slide past.